This man was on a simple hike when he accidentally stumbled straight into a bear's den. With no way out, it could have been his last moment, but what the bear did next might surprise you. Instead of attacking, the bear stepped aside, letting him walk out unharmed. A decision that quite literally saved this man's life. While traveling a dangerous gravel path, this man's horse lost its footing, threatening to pull them both down the mountainside. The man desperately tried to pull the horse back to safety, putting his own life on the line. But the next few moments flipped the script entirely. Suddenly, the man was the one falling, held only by the rope connecting them. This clip proves these incredible animals' ability to feel, the same way a horse might gently pull its crying owner in for a hug. Do you think horses are capable of empathy? Write it in the comments. On the 12th floor of an apartment building, a little kid was playing dangerously close to the edge of the balcony. It was a terrifying situation, and the parents were nowhere to be seen. But someone else was watching. The family cat, seeing the danger, took matters into its own paws and pulled the child's hands away from the railing, guiding them back to safety. In that moment, this tiny little pet became a furry guardian angel. A recent footage shows a young man who was trying to cross the river in India. He thought he could just walk straight through, but the water was deeper than he thought, and unfortunately, he wasn't the best swimmer. But this time, he was in luck, as an elephant watching from the shore showed an incredible act of kindness. It walked straight towards the man, using its trunk as a living rope, and pulled the struggling man to safety. A similar incident can be seen on this next footage, where a gazelle is seen trying to cross the river. Suddenly, a large crocodile charges him, but in the last second, a different gazelle runs in from the shore and swims between the predator and its prey, sacrificing his own life to save his friend. Although some people in the wildlife community think that this was not a real sacrifice, but just a bad decision made by the gazelle. A group of fishermen noticed an orca circling their boat. At first, it looked like a warning, but then they realized something strange. The orca kept diving, then resurfacing, almost as if it was pointing them somewhere. Curious, they followed. That's when they saw it. It was a mother orca, trapped with a boy tangled tightly around its tail fin. Instead of leaving its friend behind, this whale had literally asked for humans for help. Sometimes trust doesn't need a language. And it's not the only time animals have teamed up with us to save a life. In war, chaos leaves no time for words. On this clip, we can see a wounded soldier laying stranded in the open, unable to stand. But his horse did something amazing. Instead of bolting, the horse lowered itself to the ground right in front of him, enabling the injured soldier to crawl onto its back, and together they managed to walk away. On April 22nd, in Wuhan, a baby crawled dangerously onto a busy street. Everyone else froze, but one creature didn't. A house cat ran forward, circling the baby until help arrived. Sometimes, cats may seem aloof, but especially around babies, their empathy is astonishing. Like in this next clip, where a cat protects a baby from falling in between the cracks of a wooden floor. A driver in the countryside had to stop. Something was blocking the road. A cow. It wouldn't budge, even when the headlights flashed. Only when the driver got closer, he saw the massive sinkhole ahead. This cow had been standing guard, preventing a deadly fall. It was a quiet morning on the lake. Out of nowhere, the family dog jumped into the water. At first, the owner thought it was chasing something. But when the dog turned back, they saw the truth. On top of its head sat a small rat. It almost drowned, but the dog carried it back to the boat and saved it. That day, a dog became a hero to a tiny stranger. Dogs are notorious for loving humans, such as in this next clip, where a man was stuck in a flood, holding onto a mattress. The water was too strong, and he could not swim to safety. But his dog was there. It swam in front of him, grabbed the mattress, and started pulling. Step by step, the dog fought the water until it reached the shore. In a city park, a crow pinned down a baby bird to the ground. Its claws held the chick down, and the baby could not move. But fortunately, the mother was there. She pecked at the crow again and again. At first, the crow did not let go, but the mother kept hitting her until it finally released the baby. Then the second crow approached. It pecked at the baby while it was still weak. The mother turned around fast and attacked this crow too. She pecked and hit with her wings until both crows flew up into the air. Even then, she was chasing one to the railing, scaring it away, and protecting her baby. Love is the strongest power in this world. Share this video with someone you love. When a toddler was playing peekaboo with her baby brother, everything was going right, until suddenly she left the blanket staying on the baby's face. The baby cried louder and louder, but nobody came, except the family dog. The dog rushed over, pulled the blanket off, and let the baby breathe again. In a zoo's pond, a goldfish jumped onto a rock and could not swim back to the water. But three other goldfish swam over to him and started pushing and bumping him until the fish slid back into the water. Then the fish swam together again, showing that even these simple creatures can work together to save a life. On a dirt road, a baby koala walked up to a man. It grabbed his hand and started pulling. At first, the man thought it was just playing, but the koala kept tugging and looked back. Therefore, the man followed. That's when he saw it. The baby koala's mother was trapped in a barbed wire. She struggled hard and could not get free. So, the man decided to cut the wires one by one. At last, the mother stood up. She was weak but alive. The baby climbed onto her back, and together they walked away. This baby koala just saved her mom by asking for help. In a snowy village, a toddler stood outside in warm clothes. Next to him was a camel. This is when something unexpected happened. The camel bent down and touched its head to the baby's face. Some say that camels know when humans are too cold. Maybe it is true, maybe it's not. But this one looked like it was making sure the baby was okay. If you love animals, make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any miracles of nature.